Safety to me means comfort, means to be allowed to express who you are without backlash, without danger, without having to fear for the people around you.
I guess safety is a feeling. Like, you can feel like you can be yourself. You don't have to hide anything, there's no fear or anything like that.
Having the freedom to speak about the things that you are and the things that you like without needing to contain yourself from awkward truths. Around campus, I do feel safe with my identity. There's a lot of campaigns here for the expression of gender and sexuality, and there's a lot of groups here that support that. There's a lot of societies as well that support that. So I feel, in the student side, I feel a little bit safe. Like, not a little bit, I actually feel safe around the students. But it's around the teachers sometimes that I feel uncomfortable, because it just feels like teachers sometimes don't really understand who you are as a person, because they're adults and you have to understand them, that they come from a different kind of era. And even though there has always been trans people, even in the past, our voices got overshadowed for such a long time. And now that we're being open and more public about it, people, even the older generations, are finding it hard to kind of like get used to it. So even though some teachers are amazing at it and they are so supportive, I find it that other teachers that I have experienced in the past year prefer just to not talk about it, prefer just to like keep things simple. And that really makes it a little bit hard, because then it makes me feel like I'm overcomplicating things, that I'm trying to like make life harder for them when I'm just trying to be myself.
I mean, coming to uni was pretty easy. I think the only thing that was complicated was just changing my name. The name system that they have, I wish they'd just have a bit with the preferred name, because for a long while I got dead named, and then I had a preferred name on my UCAS form, and only one university out of 5 actually referred to me by that name. So I'd like it if they'd adopt a preferred name system personally. And then I guess maybe more information about trans stuff. I just learnt recently that you can I can get hormones through the university, which nobody told me that. That would have been great to know a bit earlier.
Bullying is still something that exists even in university. You think it's gone by the time of high school or college, but no, it's still in university and still spreads around, and it still makes you a little bit insecure. It still makes you feel like you're a problem, or maybe you're complicated things, or maybe you are the reason why your life is so bad, when actually it's kind of these toxic people that, even though they're a minority, they're so loud that they get into your head and just push very bad ideas into your brain. There has to be more encouragement, I think, towards getting away from that.
I've never had any of those awkward questions either, none of the so what's in your pants and that kind of stuff. So it has been pretty good.
In the societies, there's an award for most diverse society, which has been taken by the society that I'm in. And that's kind of like a good encouragement to amplifying kind of diverse communities into the different kinds of areas in the campus. And not only like awards, also like be more open about it. And I think just spreading, like, because the uni is doing more than enough, I think, in terms of like spreading the awareness of trans people. The university expects it already that none of their students will discriminate, but there's discrimination that's hidden, there's discrimination that's subtle, and I think there has to be more of a push towards that other than just acceptance, because there's already enough encouragement to accept people, but there's no encouragement to stop being just hateful, that some students maybe are. I haven't experienced that myself, but I have seen that there's also young people who gain from those ideologies and therefore start to also spread them and also be hateful and also have their own ways of discriminating, bullying.
Yeah, everyone's been respectful. I've been feeling pretty good about it. No one's really like misgendered me, and if they have, it's been like, oh, sorry, and then they've corrected themselves. I think that's only happened a few times.
Your gender identity overlaps a lot with your sexual identity. And when I was younger, I realized I like women. And then I was like, I really am into kind of more manly stuff. And so for a long time I thought, oh, I must be transitioning from female to male then. But after coming to the University of Salford, I was still learning that basically transgender identity is more like an umbrella than just two kind of like, you either go female or you go male. That kind of opened a lot of options for me. I found myself more comfortable identifying either as something, like as anything, you know. I don't care, because even though I like my more butch side, I want to call it, and my gender expression is more masculine, I still love parts of my femininity, and I still want to call myself a lesbian. So it's like I cannot go male. So I found myself being comfortable just as a non-binary person, and yeah, I'm happy to be that at the moment. Yeah.
If someone comes to you about, oh, somebody said this to me, you know, listen to them and try and help. But I think that goes for everything, really, and I think if I did ever have any concerns like that, I think the uni would take it quite well anyways. I'd say it's been a good experience overall.
Yeah, that's basically safety for me, just being allowed to express yourself. Not your ideologies, just yourself as a person, you know, being allowed to say who you are and being just accepted by it.